Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the Valaverse Action Force Infantry Commando 2.0 from Series 6. But with a twist. As a bonus, I'm adding a custom 3D printed Adventure Team G.I. Joe flocked head to this figure to see how it looks and how well it works for kit bashing and for display. So let's get started. If you're into modern military figures, classic G.I. Joe, or custom builds, this one's for you. The Infantry Commando 2.0 is part of Action Force Series 6, and Valaverse continues to deliver highly detailed 1/12 scale figures designed for realism, articulation, and customization. This figure works great as a modern operator right out of the package, but it is also a perfect base body for custom builds. But first, let's check out this packaging. Well, here is the shipper box that it comes in. So let me go ahead and pop it open here and get it out. Here is the custom design or the shipper box that it goes. And then here it is. Infantry Commando 2.0 0601, right? I believe this was a show exclusive. I'm not sure which show it was. I think it was Zolocon maybe, exclusive. But if you know in the comments, let me know. I may just put it up there as well. Right here, it's got the title of the figure, Action Force, Valaverse, right? This is a little broken here. It came in this way, but that's okay. And here he is right here. Here's the figure, right? And here is the back. And let's take a look at that file card. You can pause it if you like to check it out. 3 action points. And those action points have been piling up for me. So we'll see what he's got coming out here that's going to help me out, right? See what I'm going to order. But again, collector friendly packaging. This thing just slips right out. There it is, right? And I can slip it out. There it is, that quick. And there he is. There's the clamshell. There it is, right there. And let's pull the first thing that comes out here. Of course, it is the Valaverse stand. Here's that slot for you to put the file card if you choose. And it's got the little pegs here. Very cool. Nice, very nice. It's the bottom of it right here. Do you see Valaverse? Right, there it is. All right. And here is the figure. Let's go ahead and pop him out. And I think one of the hands already fell out. So I'll get it all out there and we can take a look at him. Well, let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the accessories on this figure here. We have our backpack right here. Looks like rope here, but it's all molded in there. Some little clips in there. Some more. Very nice backpack, very nice detail. Here's your pin. Somebody mentioned that this pops out, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it does. This opens up here, and I guess we can either store some hands or the head or the helmet in there. But this is the backpack, right? He's got his AR style rifle. Here we go, right? It's got the grips here. I wonder if this is removable. Yep, removable clip right here. There it is. Okay. We have our helmet, and this helmet comes with a mask right here. See that? Here's the attachment for the night vision right here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I wonder if this pops off. Yeah, it does. This pops off here. This mask, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you're able to remove that mask and add this headset. Can pop in here. These are little headset pieces. Here's the other one. Right. Here's the other piece right here for the headset. And here's the helmet. Again, this is your night vision, your quad nods right here. Right. Pretty cool. Trying to get it to focus here. There it is. This goes. We put that in the helmet here. So if I can get this to work, fit where it belongs. Here it is. There we go. This will go up, swivels up. There we go. This looks either like a, I don't know if it's just a camera or an IR light. I know this will attach to the helmet because I've seen pictures of it. This is right here. We can't focus in on it. There it is. Right. Here's the alternate head. You know, it comes with the shades and it's got the molded balaclava in there. Pretty cool right there. And let's take a look at the figure here. He's got some extra mags on his thigh. He's got his pistol. It's right here. There we go. This goes right in there. And let's go ahead and take a look at the figure himself here. He looks like he's wearing some kind of skull cap or some kind of hat, beanie. I don't know. He's got shades on and he's got molded headset on, right? Balaclava's in there as well. There's his pouch, or the medical pouch right there. It looks like those are those scissors? Yeah, I believe so. Those are scissors. He's got his radio here. Pouches in here. This looks like it's armor. It's got armor on it. Yeah, look, armor plated right here. See that? This is where you would remove it. Right. It's removable. It's got his knee pads here, knee guards, and just take a look at that. Really cool. Just take a look at that camo pattern. Pretty cool. Wow, very nice. Same thing here. Just take a look at that, guys. Very nice. He's got like tan boots. Almost like, yeah, it's pretty nice. He's got that underneath here. He's got the gloves on. Let's take a look at the, put him in a, oh, the arms do pop off. Look at that. Cool. I was going to see if they did, but there it is, right? Articulation. Right. Oh, let me get that. There it is, right? Got the swivel, bicep swivel, double elbow, double jointed elbow right there. All right, very nice. Same thing on both sides. You don't get much of hip articulation until you take the vest off. I know he's got drop down hips. Yep, he does right there on both sides here, and he's able to do the split here. And let's get him back in there. Kick. Double knees right there. Yep. See that? And he's got a swivel down here on the calf. Not quite the ankle, which is down here, but then he's got this articulation here as well. Hey, take a look at this guy here. I'm going to suit him up, and we can take a look at him and see what he looks like. Before I get started, I forgot to show off. He comes with 3 additional sets of hands, right? The standard Valaverse hands, fist, cup, and grip, right? Sort of like the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip, but there they are, right? The body sculpt is clean and realistic, with excellent proportions and tactical detailing throughout the vest, belt, and uniform. Paint applications are sharp and subdued, giving this figure a grounded, real-world military appearance that looks great on camera and on the shelf. Valaverse nails articulation once again, as I explained earlier. This figure is built for photography and for diorama displays, army building as well. The Infantry Commando 2.0 comes packed with weapons, removable magazines, tactical gear, extra hands, helmet, and backpack. The amount of gear included makes this figure one of the best values in the Action Force Series 6 lineup. Now, for the fun part, guys, I have a custom 3D printed Adventure Team G.I. Joe flocked head. And let me go get that. Okay, like I had mentioned before, I have this 3D printed head that I had my buddy, a buddy of mine, Angelo Dianabel, who's got his own channel, G.I. Joe AT, and he made this for me, and he's made several, and he's shot several images with it, and it just looks super cool. Let me bring it out here. Just take a look at that. It is a G.I. Joe Adventure Team head, flocked, fully flocked, and let me put it up next to the Valaverse head right here, and let me put them both together. You kind of get an idea what we're looking at right here. Right? There's a special way to make these. It is a resin 3D printed head, and this hole here, there is an adapter that we use for this, and it's just a simple O-ring to put it in place and to lock it in. So let me go ahead and take a look at it. You know, this head acts is going to add a classic 1970s Adventure Team vibe to a modern military body, creating a unique crossover look. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Here's the head. I'm going to pull it out. Alrighty. We'll see how simple this is. I think the O-ring fits in there sort of like that, and the head will slip into place, and voila, there he is. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Let's take a look at that, guys. Talk about a crossover, Valaverse with the G.I. Joe Adventure Team. Wow. And it does move, does articulate, does lock it in place. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little turntable here and put him here, and let's have a look-see at him. There he is. Just take a look at that, guys. This flocking just gives it that vintage G.I. Joe texture, and the head fits perfectly on the Action Force neck, as I showed you. Just the only thing I needed to do was just add that O-ring to hold it in place. This setup works great for for collectors who want to blend classic G.I. Joe style with modern 1/12 figures. And I would much rather put that head on a Valaverse figure than I would a classified figure. To me, just that camo just gives me that vintage G.I. Joe vibe. Let me go ahead and grab one of my vintage G.I. Joe figures so we can kind of take a look and see what it looks like. I'm displaying him here with several of my vintage G.I. Joe Adventure Team figures here. I've got a muscle body G.I. Joe Talker right here. He's got a, I put a beret on him, but he's wearing a tiger stripe type camo. I've got this G.I. Joe Adventure Team Commander here. He is one of my vintage original figures right here. Look, he's a little bald from the flocking here, but these figures, granted, are 50 years old, over 50 years old, so they hold up well. And this is a G.I. Joe muscle body, eagle eyes. But just take a look at the camo patterns and see how well he displays with them here. He's tiny compared to them, but you can see how he displays with them. And spit an image, guys, spit an image. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this little kit bash, this little modification that I made just as a bonus? Let me go ahead and put him out there, and I'll display him with some of my other Valaverse figures. And I have this modified Valaverse Infantry Commando 2.0 here with a custom flocked G.I. Joe Adventure Team head, and I'll switch him back here in a minute to the way he comes. But I have my Sergeant Slaughter, right? I have my Ghost Operator right here. Of course, one of my favorites right here is this Sidewinder Dia de los Muertos figure. And then I have the Steel Brigade, the Special Corps figure right here. I just love the chrome look on that helmet. It just pops great. But let me take this figure here and I'll pop the head off of him. And let me get this O-ring off of him. And I'll put the other head back on him. Oops, and this thing fell. The little AR light fell out. And here he is back to here, right? And this is how he displays with my other Valaverse figures. I just love the way these stands interlock. This is one of the older stands here, so it does not do that. But yeah, just take a look at that. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? My Valaverse collection is growing ever so much, and I'm primarily a 1/6 scale collector, but I'm really going down this Valaverse rabbit hole, so much so that I've decided to design and custom 3D print a attack vehicle for them to use, and I'll show that off here as soon as I have something to show. But either way, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? So far, so good, huh? The Valaverse Action Force Infantry Commando 2.0 is already a fantastic figure, but adding the custom Adventure Team G.I. Joe flocked head takes it to another level. Get this opened up a little bit right there. Just another level. This is an excellent base body for kitbashers and must-have for Action Force and G.I. Joe fans alike. And that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment letting me know what head swaps or customs you'd like to see next. Now, if you haven't subscribed, do so. It's free to do and it doesn't cost you anything, and it just helps the channel to continue to grow. And if you do, please turn on notifications because it'll notify you whenever I drop a video. So again, thank you so much for watching. So let's add to the action with ActionJoeFigs.